Most people chase love by trying to prove they're worthy of it. But the truth is, love chooses clarity, not chaos. If you've ever been involved with an avoidant and anxious dynamic partner, especially with the avoidant one, you probably felt unseen, unheard, or constantly waiting for them to come back. And yet, something happens when you stop chasing, when you stop proving your worth, and you finally choose yourself. That's when the avoidant notices you, not because you manipulated, yelling, or criticized them, but because your energy shifted from fear to self-trust. Then they start feeling safe with you when you're feeling safe with yourself. Avoidant partners are not cold-hearted. They are terrified of emotional engulfment, of losing their independence, of being consumed by someone else's emotional needs. When you chase them, you unknowingly confirm their fear. That closeness equals pressure. That love equals loss of freedom. That connection means danger. So they pull away, not to punish you, but to breathe. Yet here's the paradox. When you give them space from a place of resentment or control, they feel it. Energy doesn't lie, but when you give space from self-love and awareness, the vibration changes completely. They feel safety, not demand, and that's when something awakens in them. Energy always speaks louder than words. When you stop chasing, begging, or proving, your energy says, I am safe within myself. Avoidants are hypersensitive to energetic safety. They notice when your energy no longer pulls or pressures them. It's the moment you stop trying to fix them and start focusing on your inner peace. That's when attraction transforms into respect. Because now, you're not trying to get them. You're being yourself. You're no longer orbiting around their emotional availability. You've come home to your own. And that's when the avoidant sees something different. Someone grounded, someone calm, someone safe. They choose you, not because they suddenly became secure, but because your energy is no longer a mirror of their fear. It becomes an invitation to rise. Avoidant and anxious dynamics exist because of emotional polarity. When one chases, the other retreats. When one overfunctions, the other underfunctions. When one becomes the caretaker, the other becomes the avoider. The moment you stop chasing, you break the polarity and bring balance. You say, energetically, I'm not playing this loop anymore, avoidance. Don't fall in love with control. They fall in love with calm. They are drawn to energy that feels spacious, yet present. When you choose yourself, truly, not performatively, you shift from anxious energy, fear of loss, to conscious energy, trust and love. You begin to attract connection that's based on choice, not need. And that's magnetic to the avoidant. Because deep down, they don't want distance. They want safety. They just never knew how to create it. Choosing yourself doesn't mean closing your heart. It means closing the door to self. You stop texting out of panic. You stop interpreting silence as rejection. You stop asking, do they love me? And start asking, do I love me when I'm with them? That question changes everything. Because now, your self-worth isn't outsourced. Your peace doesn't depend on someone's response. You no longer confuse distance with disinterest. Avoidants sense that when you're no longer addicted to their validation, you become emotionally neutral, and neutrality is safety to them. Ironically, it's when you no longer need them that they begin to want to come closer. Not because you're playing a game, but because you've finally become someone who knows how to love without losing themselves. This is the beauty of conscious love. It's not about fixing the avoidant or healing the anxious. It's about awareness. The moment both realize they're not enemies, but mirrors. The avoidant's detachment reflects where you abandon yourself. Your overattachment reflects where they fear intimacy. And through awareness, both evolve. So if you want an avoidant to choose, you don't prove, don't chase, don't test. Choose yourself. Live in your own energy. Heal your own nervous system. Because love can't meet you in chaos. They can only meet you in peace. When you anchor in self-worth, the right people, even the avoidant ones, will rise to meet you. Not because you changed them, but because your presence became the safest place they be. Ever